Hello, my name is Steffen Thiem, and I would like to introduce the business scenario recommendations for SAP S/4HANA today. SAP S/4HANA is SAP's next generation business suite, designed to help you run simple in the digital economy. But what does it mean for your enterprise? How can you benefit from this new product? The Business Scenario Recommendations report will help you with these questions. It is an easy-to-use, interactive report to identify the most valuable digitized business scenarios for your enterprise, based on your actual system usage. Let me show you how it works. To request the business scenario recommendations for SAP S/4HANA, customers simply go to the webpage s4hana.com. It takes just 5 minutes to register. Registration is possible for SAP customers, partners and employees. Usually, the registration is done by the IT staff of our customers. We need some information about you and your company and some statistics data from your current ERP system. After registering, you will get your report by email in approximately 5 business days. Here you see the landing page of the business scenario recommendations for SAP S/4HANA. On this page, you can find some more information about the service and you can download a sample report. By clicking on Getting Started Now, the registration page opens up. Let's quickly fill it in. I will now create a sample request for the imaginary company Sample Incorporated. You enter your country, city, your name and email address, your company name, phone number, and select your industry. As language, we currently only offer English, and you need to select your relationship to SAP. I select Customer. Now you need to enter the information about your current ERP system that you are requesting the report for. Here you have to upload the file with the workload statistics data for 1 month. This data can be downloaded from your ERP system using transaction ST03N. This is usually done by a basis person. If you need more information how to do that, just follow our step-by-step guide that is linked here. Finally, select your preferred communication channel, accept the privacy statement and disclaimer, and submit the request. You are directed to a new page and will receive a confirmation email. About 5 business days after you requested the report, you will receive your business scenario recommendations report by email. Let me now explain how to read the results report and show you how to navigate in this interactive document. You received your business scenario recommendations report as PDF document attached to an email. The cover page contains the customer name and information on the analyzed ERP system, system ID and the current release. The next page is a short introduction to the report and shows the navigation structure that you can use to navigate within the document. The report consists of 5 main chapters following this overview page: the executive summary, the actual business scenario recommendations details, and the chapters how to implement, next steps, and further information. Let me start with the executive summary. On this page, you see a list of the most relevant business scenarios and their respective lines of business for this customer. For every business scenario, you can see a relevance indicator, the number of relevant transactions, and a symbol that indicates whether or not this business scenario has been simplified. Simplified means that this scenario has been redesigned and developed in SAP S/4HANA. The relevance indicator shows the relevance of this specific scenario for this customer. It is calculated based on the number of relevant transactions and their performance data. The relevance is a parameter that applies only within a report, as it is scaled to 100% for the most relevant scenario. This helps you to compare the recommendations within this report, but it cannot be used to compare reports from different systems or customers. You can now click on every business scenario to drill down to its details. I will not do this now, but show you an alternative entry point to the recommendations, the entry by line of business. On this LOB overview page, you see a summary of the recommendations by line of business. For every line of business, you can see the number of available recommendations and if they contain simplifications. Gray tiles indicate lines of business without recommendations. Probably the customer does not use the respective functionality for this LOB in the analyzed system, so there's no data available to generate the recommendations. You can now drill down into the recommendations for every line of business. Let me now show you an example and assume you're interested in the finance-related innovations, so I drill down to finance. Here you can see an overview of the recommended business scenarios for the line of business finance. For every scenario, the same information as in the executive summary is shown. The simplified icon, the relevance indicator, and the number of relevant transactions. Let's now drill down into the scenario cost management. For every business scenario, there is an overview page and a value proposition page. Here we are now on the overview page for cost management. On this page, you find a description of the SAP offering and the challenges addressed, as well as some icons that help you to understand the improvements. This Solution Explorer icon takes you directly to the web page about cost management in the Solution Explorer. Here you can find further information about this business scenario, like related products and license material. Let's go back to the business scenario recommendations report. After the overview page for cost management, we go to the value proposition page for this scenario. On this page you find information about the process innovation, business drivers, and the contribution of SAP HANA and SAP Fiori to specifically this scenario. Furthermore, here you find a list of transactions and reports that our sample customer is currently using in his productive ERP system. Our customers like this very much because here they can really see the transaction that they are using today in their ERP system and understand why we recommend the respective SAP S/4HANA business scenario, in this example cost management. This list can be quite long, so the full list is only available in the appendix, and you can get there by clicking on this link. Here is the full list of transactions this customer is currently using in his ERP system that led to the recommendations of the cost management scenario in SAP S/4HANA. This list can be several pages long. And finally, you can go back to the value proposition slide by using this backward navigation. We are now back in the scenario cost management, and we can either navigate to the next scenario, go back to the overview slide for the line of business finance, or jump to any other section of the report. We have now seen the sections Overview, Executive Summary, and Business Scenario Recommendations. The recommendation section is obviously quite long, because it contains information about all the individually recommended business scenarios, as we have seen in our cost management example. In addition to all this scenario-specific information, the report contains additional information about how to implement SAP S/4HANA, next steps, and further information. Let's have a quick look at these sections as well. In the section How to Implement, you find more information on the implementation of SAP S/4HANA, for example, if you're running SAP Business Suite on any database today. In the Next Steps section, you can find hints about what you can do next after reading this report and links to further information about an implementation of SAP S/4HANA, for example, in the Enterprise Support Value Map for SAP S/4HANA. Finally, the section Further Information provides a lot of additional information and links to further information sources, like videos, community pages, blogs, and much more for the topics SAP S/4HANA, Fiori, and the respective implementations. I hope this overview gave you a good impression on the Business Scenario Recommendations report and its potential for your SAP S/4HANA adoption process. Should you have any questions or feedback, please contact us via our mailbox s4hana@sap.com or by clicking on the Contact Us button on the ordering page. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for further innovations and features of the Business Scenario Recommendations for SAP S/4HANA.